Hi, I'm Robert Rosborough, and we're here with Mogadore. To my left is Coach Matadorni. To his left is Nate Alexander, and to his left is Colin Kelly. Guys, thanks a lot for coming out and talking about the upcoming season. So you lost a few running backs from last year. So you say you're going to be most likely trying to mix it up between passing and rushing equally. Do you want to talk about some of the guys who you have coming back and who are going to be your go-to guys on offense this year?
Well, we returned Zeddy Pollock at quarterback. That started 12 games for us last year as a sophomore, started as a split end in our offense. So he's been on the field a lot on Friday nights. He threw for almost 1,700 yards last year. Really managed the offense well, not many interceptions, takes care of the ball. In the backfield, we'll have Nate was sort of our third running back last year, and he averaged, I think, around 7.5 yards a carry. And just didn't get as many touches because we had the two great senior backs last year. And a guy like Austin Williams will play in the backfield. It'll be a little more like running back by committee. Luke Kramer, Austin Williams, and Nate in the backfield. And at receiver, we do return Andrew Barker, who played a little bit last year, kind of split time at an end position with Lucas Jackson. They'll both be back. And we have Jared Dunn, who was started as a sophomore in basketball, big time athlete, and he's going to hopefully be a full-time starter for us out on the flank.
Okay. Now this is a big year for you guys. You're going to be, your first year is D7. You were D6 last year. Had a good amount of success, but got stopped short by Loudonville in the playoffs. How far do you think that your team can go this year, being one division down and still being pretty much as strong as you were last year?
Well, we have to get through the first, especially the first part of our schedule. We have a very rigorous non-league schedule, playing some good teams from this area, Gilmore Academy and Elyria Catholic, and we have that Loudonville team on our schedule. So, before we start worrying about November, we're going to have to take care of business in September. And but we feel good. We feel like I was telling you on the way in, a little bit more of a margin for error in that region we were in last year. We went 10-0 and just barely hosted a game and had to play a 10-0 team in the first round. I think the margin for error is a little bit. Of course, we don't want to lose any games, but we don't have that pressure. We knew even week 10 we had to win, even host a game. But we feel good. You have a Norwalk St. Paul in a region who's a traditional power. We're state runners up last year with a lot of guys back. So we just hope we're in that mix. We take care of business in September. We'll be in the mix in November.
Yeah, you've got a lot of your positions set right now. How many positions do you still have to get solidified on?
It's probably
up for grabs.
A couple offensive line spots up for grabs. We have some position battles there. A receiver spot. Our defensive backfield's pretty new. Luke Kramer was sort of a part-time starter last year. He's only returns in the secondary. So those are the real key position battles. We feel good about the front of our defense. We have a lot of guys with experience back. 3 of our 4 linebackers. Colin was an all-league defensive end. And Nate played outside linebacker for us every game last year. So we have some good depth, good guys up front. We got to solidify the back end, and hopefully we'll be taking care of that in the next 5 or 6 weeks.
Now, you talked about your practice regiment. You said that you like to go hard and go home pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a lot. You're more efficient, I guess, than maybe some teams are that like to go long practices.
We're fortunate. We've had this is my 12th year as head coach. I've had a couple staff members with me for a long time. We kind of do what we do. We believe in fresh legs. When the season starts, I don't want to wear them out. I don't want them to hate football by the time September rolls around. And not to sound arrogant, but being on a staff that's been involved in some long runs, especially part of the first part of the last decade, where we went to state 3 years in a row. You can't wear them down in July and August. You gotta. We want them to be ready and hungry for September. And if you're gonna play through to December, it's a grind. Even we all love football, but anybody that makes that long trip, like the mentors have the last couple of years, it's a grind. They'll even tell you that. So we're just trying to get in, get our work done, get them out of there, and be fresh when it's time. When it's game time, we want them to be hungry.
Yeah. Nate, would you say that that's about right? That you feel fresh and hungry after you get out of practice, rather than tired and hating football?
Yeah, after you practice, you just want to get to the first game. You're just ready to go, pretty much.
Yeah. Colin, when it comes to this season, being in Division 7 and everything like that, what's your outlook and what are your personal goals for this season?
I definitely have to make it further than last year. I think it helps that we're in Division 7, but it's not going to be an easy road, especially for the first 5 games that we have.
Are you guys hungry for that game against Loudonville?
Yeah.
Counting down to the days.
Yep.
Yeah, got to circle on the calendar, huh?
We got to worry about Norton first.
That's true. All right. Once again, that was Mogadore gearing up for the 2015 season.